Hey gang, what's up? Welcome back here to another edition of The Fishing Teacher, and really appreciate you guys spending some time with me today and checking out the video. And guys, today we are going to be talking about what is the easiest lure to catch bass on. You know, like if you're in a survival situation and you had no other way to survive other than if you had to catch a bass, I'm going to show you what the greatest odds of you catching a bass are with this one lure. Show you how to rig it up and fish it a little bit. We'll get into that in today's video. Also guys, just a quick reminder, anyone out there interested in booking an on-the-water lesson with me, I'm doing a lot of on-the-water jerkbait lessons right now. You can shoot me a private message at my Facebook page, Randy Blockett Professional Angler, for all the details on that. Okay guys, let's get into this a little bit here. I'm gonna show you what it is. Pretty simple setup. Guys, get you a green pumpkin Zoom finesse worm. This is like a 4.5 inch worm. Now I'll try two different colors here. If the area that you're fishing has water visibility of over, say, 2.5 feet, go with the green pumpkin. If it's under 2.5 feet, go with the black one. So that's pretty simple there. 4.5 inch Zoom finesse worm. Take a pair of scissors, cut off probably about 1 inch of it. So it's about 3.5 inches long like that. Next thing you do is get 1/8 ounce Okashira. This is a Megabass Okashira jig head. And also, guys, I'll put my Tackle Warehouse link in the description. You guys can I'll link both of these things in there if you guys are interested and get some. And thread it on, and you're gonna thread it all the way through and expose the hook on it. Like this. Straighten it out where it's like that. And then the next thing you do, get you some red fingernail polish. Now, most of these Megabass heads, they come in a lot of different a lot of really cool colors, but most of them are more for like swim baits and stuff. So I like a red head on this worm, and I'm gonna paint the head on it red. And there's something about this combination of either a green pumpkin or a black worm with a red head on it that just gets lots of bites for me. Paint that head all red. And there you go, guys, right there. That right there, I don't care where you're fishing. You can be fishing Florida, up north, anywhere in the country. Get you a 3.5 inch, cut it down, Zoom finesse worm, 1/8 ounce Megabass Okashira, or a ball head, you know, whatever head you like to use. Fish it on like 6 to 8 pound test line, and just fish it around whatever cover you got. Fish it around, you know, rocky banks, points, boat docks, you'll get bit anywhere on the thing like that. And since it does have an exposed head, it's not that great for fishing around brush. But if you're wanting just to catch a lot of fish and get bit, you need to stay in those more open water areas like your points and your bare banks, sandy banks, clay banks, riprap banks, that type of stuff. But anyway, guys, that is it right there. That will get you some bites. And I've caught so many fish on it over the years that I couldn't even put them all on my boat. Now, there's a little bit of a difference. You know, this is sort of like the old school jig head rig. You know, most people don't fish this anymore. They fish a shaky head, the shaky head setup we've talked about before. But there's something about the old jig head rig. I just think it gets more bites than a shaky head. The only drawback is you can fish a shaky head around some type of cover like brush or something like that. That's the only advantage to that. But if you're not in an area that has cover, the jig head worm will get more bites. Let's say, for example, if you're fishing a point, like a main lake or secondary point, and one person is throwing the jig head rig, other person is throwing the shaky head, most of the time the jig head rig is gonna get more bites than the shaky head. It's just a lot more natural looking presentation in the water. So anyway, guys, that's my recommendation. If you just need to get bit, or if you're struggling to catch a fish, or if you're in a tournament and you need to get one more to fill your limit out, something like that, that's what I'd suggest there. So hope you guys are doing good. We'll talk later.